Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 380, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Fire Red Scrambled Egglocke. Today, guys, I hope you like boats, because we're going on a trip and our favorite regular ship to go get HMO1 cut on the SSN. Okay, it's a really bad parody, and I apologize, it makes little to no sense, but that's where we're headed today. We're going to be going to the SSN, but first we have a couple more trainers to defeat here. I think makes the most sense. Excuse me, malware bites. I'm not interested in upgrading, so please get off of my screen. Yeah, as you can see the squad right here, we of course, here's a quick little rundown. I'm not gonna actually go through it because I got places to be, as I said, namely on a boat. But the goal today is to, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through both the boat. This thing kind of scares me. I do not know. Let's go into Savage. Actually doesn't scare me that much. I'm kind of scared about the boat. And I'm scared of how long it's going to take us to get to the boat, I should say. I would like to defeat the third gym leader today, but Water Gun. Octazooka does 65. Water Gun does 40. I'm actually going to replace Octazooka. Not that I don't love the move, but the lowered accuracy and the less PP, I think the higher PP of Water Gun, even though we're going to be doing less damage per attack, I think it's still nicer to have especially the Martyrlocke sense of things, the Scrambled Egglocke sense of things. I think it makes more sense. Also, you've probably picked it up at this point, guys. I'm a little under the weather. You could probably either tell by the look, the sound, you just got ESPN, and you can just read my mind and you know that I'm not feeling great. It's a Sableye. Yeah, I wish I could say I was feeling better, but I'm not. D-Rage should take this thing out, yeah. I'm not, I don't know what happened. I literally just woke up today. At first I thought it was just, so first of all, I'm recording this on Sunday. At first I thought maybe I just like screamed a little bit too much at the Patriots game, because it was not low stress. I was very stressed during and after watching the game. Ekans. Pretty much through the entire process of watching the game, I would say I was stressed. And you know, some late comeback heroics, maybe a little bit of excited shouts were emitted from my vocal cords, and I thought maybe I just hurt my voice doing that, but it's just progressively gotten worse. I cannot stop coughing, I cannot stop sneezing, which should be the missing evolution between coughing and wheezing, but it's not. I could not stop coughing and sneezing, so now I'm in this state. Now I'm here. This is where I am now. This is my life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. Hopefully I live forever. I mean, I probably won't. You know, science and all, but yeah, still. Did we fight this guy yet? I can't remember if we fought this guy. This is gonna make my voice sound really strange for a majority of the episode. Please don't do that. I'm gonna sound pretty weird. I didn't see what was coming in. It's like the worst thing for us. I'm gonna sound not great, but we're gonna power through anyway because I have to get this recorded. It goes out tomorrow. We fight you yet? We have not. I've skipped like most of the trainers on this route, which is completely and utterly my bad. I've fallen asleep and I can't get up. That's less than ideal as well. Also, plus a confusion. I kind of hate everything that's going on here, so I wish we could just like break out of it maybe. Any waking up, no hitting ourselves in confusion. Okay, we get the Swift off. I mean, I gotta save these Dropeks, and I feel like a Butterfree. You know what? That's the game's way. All right, and you know what? I'm not dealing with it. That's the game's way of telling me I should save all of those things. So instead, we'll go for the Iron Tail on the Butterfree with Brady. Speaking of hashtag GOAT, I'm so glad they actually won because now it makes me feel like less of a dummy for naming this thing Brady. If they would have lost, then clearly I would have had to sacrifice this thing from the team. Luckily not the case. Let's buy some more items before we head on to the SSN. We got money, dude. We are, of course, going to have a lot of trainer battles. Really? You don't sell regular potions anymore? I'm kind of shocked by that. I already have an awakening in the bag. Another thing I didn't think about, guys, is we are going to have... I'm in the rules of the Martyrlocke. It technically says that if there's any free healing, such as the mom heal, which we still haven't used, random beds, technically those aren't supposed to count as you can use them once for free. And technically, when we go on to the SSN, we do have the option of utilizing one of those, but I have not decided if I want to use it yet. We'll have to see. Okay, I need to see another thing. This is the SSN. My question is, can we fish here? Because we will not be able to come back later. So my whole strategy of like not using the old rod yet because, you know, things. Can we fish here? Because if we can fish here, again, I don't know if we can. We'll have to test this out. We can apparently, and so our SSN encounter is, well, who would have thunk it's gonna be a level 5 Magikarp. That's why I didn't really want to use them too much. I'm kind of low on Pokeballs. Should probably go buy some more of those. Magikarp, please don't give me issues. There's really no need for it. You really should just be caught, I think, in my opinion. Again, it's my opinion, so maybe I'm crazy, but that is a Magikarp. And so, you know, before we go on to the SSN, just in case horror happens, let's go ahead and hatch a Pokemon. Now, oh no, my phone's not with me. Oh shoot, give me like 2 seconds. I gotta go unplug my phone. All right, I have returned, fake dice in hand, so let's get up to the Pokemon Center and heal this Pokemon. Not heal, switch out this Pokemon and hatch another one. Now, what stinks about this, what I kind of alluded to, is because it's a level 5 Magikarp, when this thing is hatched, it's gonna be stuck at level 5, which it hatches at. That's why I kind of, the method of waiting till later, getting that super rod and catching like a level 40, that way when it hatches we can rare can it up to 40, I think is a better option. But let's try to figure out which box we did last time. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so clearly we're in box 2. And we're going to need the Magikarp first of all. Excuse me, please don't roll yourself. Magikarp, come on out for me. And let us now grab this and give it a few little rolls here just to get our first column. And our column is going to be column number 6, the very back one. Roll it a second time and we get 4, splitting the difference between the Rattata, the other Magikarp, and the Pidgey. And this will be our hatch for the day. Probably our only, because I'm trying to think of when the next encounter will actually be. I think this is probably the last encounter for the day. The one and only, I should say. So let's get this thing hatched rather quickly. Oh, what's it gonna be? As I grovel through my sore throat, it's gonna be a Grimer. Grimer. I can actually do the Grimer voice because my throat hurts so badly. Grimer. Grimer is a pile of sludge. It's a good old pile of sludge. What do I usually name these things? What do I usually name these things? I don't know what I usually name these things, but it kind of reminds me of a revival jam from Yu-Gi-Oh! If it was blue, which it's not. But who's the duelist who uses revival jam to try to cheat? I've used 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! References in this thing so much. Jam Defender, no, I'm looking for in the anime. I'm looking for in anime images. Duelist Revival Jam. I'm looking for, in the anime, this man right here. Who is this? Skull Servant. That doesn't give me a whole lot. That's not a great name. Skull Servant. I don't think we can really fit that in there. And Servant seems like a poor choice of a name, but we'll nickname this thing Skull because it probably doesn't have one. And Skull will be dropped in the box. Actually, we'll see what Skull knows first. This is nice. I love Muck quite a bit, so Hardy Nature, Stench, repels wild Pokemon. Ooh, Imprison, Shadow Punch, Lick, and Mean Look. Of course, we will do a quick double check on this thing just to make sure. Go to Sarah B, Pokedex. Again, I need to like put some music behind this because when I'm doing this, there's no music. Hopefully the sweet stylings of my voice instead will tithe you over until we find there is Grimer. Click on the Grimer, scroll down. Dude, shiny Grimer looks really good in this game. Scroll down further. Imprison, Shadow Punch, Lick, and Mean Look. I see none of them on that list. In the egg moves, we have Mean Look, Lick, Imprison, and Shadow Punch. All of them fit the bill. Also, Grimer can have Explosion as an egg move, so thank you to whoever sent this in for not including that. I do not think I would have appreciated that, but like we said, Grimer unfortunately isn't going to get any lovin' right now. Gonna be stuck at level 5, so we'll put him in the box, or her in the box I should say, and we'll get back on the boat. I didn't sing that Little Einstein's parody for nothing. We are actually going to go on a boat tonight. Oh, I can sing another parody, but I won't sing that one. Because there's, excuse me, yes, I have a ticket, of course I do. Because that song has bad words, and I don't say those, because those are for bad people. Just kidding. I definitely say some words sometimes. Hello. So we're going to have a lot of trainers to fight on this ship. I am but a solitary traveler. We're going to have a lot of trainers to fight on this. I don't know how many I'm actually going to fight. In fact, I kind of want to minimize the number. I almost called him a Trapinch. Trapinch is here. Let's go for the Aurora Beam. Probably should have gone for the Water Gun, but we're going to get it done. Because I don't want to be... I didn't see what was coming in. Kind of scary. Kind of scary. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. High jump kick. Thank you for connecting. I appreciate it. Hopefully take this thing out. Yes. Critical hits left and right. I am very fuzzy right now. I don't know what the deal is. Hello. Focus on my face, please. Not that close, perhaps. Mystery is going to grow to level 23 in the process, and Gentleman Thomas is going to be defeated. So what I might do... I think this is the room that heals us, so we obviously don't want that. I don't really want to do this either. I kind of only want to fight the rooms. We gotta be careful with these Dragon Rages because we're running out and they're actually really valuable, so I shouldn't waste them on targets that don't really matter. Pupitsa is coming in next. Panzer, could you go ahead and get in here, please, and steel wing this thing back to the Stone Age? What happened? I don't really want to use all of them because it's valuable, but I think we will do the rooms if there's an item. So for example, if, you know, I look around and I say, ooh, an item, it's randomized, so I should probably go for it, because it could be like, are there items on the boat in this game? Yeah, there's an item there. There's about 1 million trainers to go get it, though. So at that point, is it worth it? Could probably get away with just fighting one trainer. If I can do my dodging correctly. It's an Ariados. That's not scary at all. Let's give Brady a little bit of a chance here. Nightshade, guaranteed 21 damage. I don't appreciate that. Thankfully, you went for a move like String Shot, which is not a big deal. I need some healing items. I mean, I have them, but like, oh, that was a little scary. As far as like actual potions, I'm kind of running out, and those are kind of nice because, you know, TM37 Sandstorm. Now, again, if I could get actually good items, I'd be a little bit more appreciative. All right, I'm gonna have to sneak past this trainer, and I've done so successfully. Please clap. Jeb Bush, please clap. I don't really know the way. Oh no, don't say that. Do you? Really though? I didn't really want to fight you. I was just trying to walk out here, just kind of minding my own business, and you're gonna lull me into a Pokemon battle when I wasn't ready. Confusion. It's not a big deal. That's not a big deal at all. Dragon Breath. 2 of those will get the job done. Oh, except I've become confused. I've become confused. I can't feel. Really though? You survived. You've survived. But I'm the strongest Needle King alive, so it doesn't really matter. A Butterfree now. You've got all of them. Actually got all of them. Spork, get in here and fire punch this thing for me. It looks like his wings need to be set ablaze, so if you could do that for me, thank you so much. Spork. I wonder when Spork's gonna evolve into Alakazam. I actually don't know. I could look it up pretty easily, but I kind of like the surprise instead. Again, let's work our way through here because is there an item? SSN? No, you're not hiding an item. Not hiding an item at all. Item? Seems like there's probably an item. Yeah, I gotta fight 2 trainers though. I mean, it's probably worth it. Let's get Spork a little bit of experience up in here. Let's also start using these super potions. It's not a great use, but it's not too bad. Plus, when we got Spork out here in front, except for in this situation, with Spork out here, it's not too big a deal. And of course, the turn that I switch out Mystery is a turn that Mystery would actually be pretty good in the situation. But honestly, Savage will do just fine. Kabuto is going to be your next Pokemon. Again, I think we'll be just fine with Savage. Grows to level 22 and a Star Starmie is going to be your final Pokemon of the day. Starmie, yeah, Spork, you got the special defense to stand up to this thing, and you'll probably just take it out with a Thunder Punch anyway, so not a huge deal. But see, I'm trying not to get too over-leveled here, because I don't want the next gym battle to just be easy. Once to learn Reflect, I think not. That's a little too strategy-based for me, and I'm not intelligent enough to be able to use those correctly. We have a Squirtle. I don't know why. We need to get either a secondary electric-type user on the team or a grass-type on the team, because whenever water Pokemon come out, and there are so many water Pokemon in the first 3 generations, Spork is like the go-to answer. Stone, it's a leaf stone. We can evolve Oddish into its final form, which is Vileplume, which I'll probably want to do. So that's a great... Okay. I mean, I walked forward when I probably shouldn't have, but it's okay. We have Survive. A Seviper. Does Seviper look extra purple in this game, or is it just me? The purple on that Seviper looks real purple, and I don't know why. A Nincada's gonna come in next, hit him with the Fire Punch, take him out, no problem. Sport goes to level 24, and we will pick up a Heart Scale. I don't know if those do anything in this game. Perhaps like move tutors? Okay, anything in here? Any items? No items, so I will not be obliging in this. Thank you, though. There's probably an item back there. There's not an item. These people are just doing a staring contest for some reason, and I don't want to be a part of it. Okay, so a little scary. We do have a rival battle coming up, and I don't know what level his Pokemon traditionally are, but I think we should be prepared to take him on. So this will be a battle where we don't use too much speed up. Bonjour, Gilmore. I imagine seeing you here, Gilmore. Were you really invited? So how's your Pokedex coming? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas and look for them. All right, well, how about you don't tell me what to do, Gunther? I would appreciate that instead. I actually was able to do his southern accent a little bit better this time with the in my voice. And Absol is the first out, which I want nothing to do with, so we're going to go into Savage. Okay, this thing's only level 19. That was a crit. This thing's only level 19, which has me not too worried about the leveling of his Pokemon. So again, I think we're right to be skipping most of these trainers. Just because I don't want to get over leveled. And you know, we can, well, actually with these Gardevoir, that's a really good Pokemon you have there. That I do not have an answer for, TBH. I guess Panzer is the answer in terms of just outliving you, whatever you want to call it. But we talked about this in the last episode. Psychic is a big weakness for us right now, and I just remembered you're not Fairy type in this game, so Steel Wing's going to do less, but it should still do a decent amount. I'm going to say 2-hit KO. Yeah, it's still going to be a 2-hit KO until you start doing that, in which case I'm going to start going for the Swifts. It doesn't quite take you out, but one more should get the job done. If you're going to double team, I mean, you're going to make me use a move. I'm going to throw some stars at you. That's what you want to know. If you're going to multiply yourself, I'm going to throw some stars at you. And only in Pokemon and Star Wars is that actually a thing. You have a Tyranitar. You just have one. You just have a Tyranitar. Savage is not a bad option for this. I'm going to go into Brady, because Savage is not in tip-top fighting form right now. Luckily, this thing's only level 16, so not too big a deal. And the double kick, I think, will probably get the job done. Quad effective, yes, it is going to get the job done. So even though you have some very, very scary Pokemon, thankfully, we're currently at a good enough level that we don't really have to worry about it. I don't know how we've got, I feel like we haven't done any grinding. Are our Pokemon getting, Diglett is your final Pokemon. Mystery, come on out here and what's a gun this thing? Oh, magnitude 9, huh? Are you going to kill my Mystery? Because I'll be pretty upset. You did not kill my Mystery, so thank you. Water Gun is going to get the job done. Look at you go, Mystery. Mystery's getting close to evolving as well. And then we can give it the Dragon Scale and get a Kingdra soon, so I really don't want this thing to die. You know, maybe being a little selfish here. But Gunther has been defeated. I heard there was a cut master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yup, it'll be handy. You should go see him too. Smell ya. I bet you will smell me. I bet you love smelling people, Gunther. I just know you do. I don't actually know that. I feel hideous. Seasick. Gilmore rubbed the captain's back. I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at rubbing. Excuse me. Well, thank you. I'm feeling much better now. You want to see my hidden cut technique? I could show you my prized cut technique if I weren't so ill. I know. You can have this hidden machine. Teach cut to your Pokemon and you can use cut anytime. HM01 cut has been obtained, thank you. Using cut you can chop down small trees. Why not try with the trees around Vermilion City? Okay, you know what I just thought about, guys, which is actually great. So as you guys know, we are rocking the 5-member party. And, you know, it's like, there's, we've already talked about this before, but there are good and bad aspects of carrying 5 members. The good aspects, obviously, I've already had this conversation, you know that, but I just thought of another good aspect. It's something that I thought of the other day, which is, since it's a Martyrlocke, a Scrambled Egglocke, and I can't heal my Pokemon or put them in a PC box, what happens if I get to a point where none of my Pokemon can learn cut and I'm trapped? This situation is great because we can actually pull another Pokemon out of the box as a, you know, we have like so many like Rattatas and Pidgeys and stuff that we can pull one of those out in the 6th slot and call it our HM slave, if you will. And it won't have to worry about like swapping it out and getting healed, doesn't matter because it's not actually on the team. So that's actually really nice, having that 6th slot open for that purpose. So I think I may just like, perhaps just write it into the rules, at least in the Egglocke form, that it makes more sense to do that. I really wish you sold regular potions, because I don't want to spend my money on super potions, because it's like, these are like not cheap. These are not cheap, man. In fact, like I'm actually considering, first of all, let's see if anybody can learn cut. I imagine that we have at least one cut user on the, I imagine Skarmory could learn it. Let's check. I am correct in saying that Panza can learn cut, and you know what, even though Swift has been pretty nice for us, actually I might get rid of Pursuit, because it's a special move, and that special really doesn't help Skarmory. Yeah, it's probably better to learn cut over that. Even though it's 2 normal type moves, which isn't great, it's at least more physical moves that it can use its physical attack for, so I think that makes more sense. I forgot we had Flamethrower as well. Still do not have a really good Flamethrower user. And we also have Water Pulse, excuse me, which might be a decent option for Mystery to learn. I kind of want to hold off on it now just in case Mystery, you know, meets an untimely end. Of course, we hope that does not happen, but it could, so let's just, you know, keep those options open. And let us Super Potion up Savage, let us Super Potion up Mystery, and let's go take on the 3rd gym. I think we're ready. I do not think we need, I do not know the way, first of all, but I also don't think we need to sacrifice yet, so if I don't have to, why would I? Let's get these trainers defeated first. The trainers are going to be, you know, kind of a pain in our hind end, so I'd like to get them cleared out as soon as possible, and if you're going to just pass me things that I can Fire Punch really easily, wants to learn Recover. Actually not a terrible move for them in the Martyrlocke. It saves us healing items, but offensively, Spork is too strong, and I'm not prepared to swap him out yet. Let's put Savage out front. Savage falling a little bit behind, so I want to make sure Savage, you know, receives just as much love as the next teddy bear. Going to Brady because Brady hasn't had a ton of screen time. You have been poisoned, son. Go for the Sludge Bomb, even though we're running a little bit low. I believe that said Mightyena, so I will stay in. The Intimidate stinks, but the Double Kick still gets the job done because I have one of the strongest teams of all time. And the final battle will be this old gentleman standing watching these magical electric lasers, and he's going to have a Spinda. 2 Mach Punches should get the job done. And now, the reason I try to save myself a lot of time is because, as you guys know, this is the hardest puzzle in the game. So, good luck getting it done. We'll try to get it done as quickly as possible. Only trash, only trash. Hey, there's a switch. Nope, only trash. The locks were reset. Great. So yeah, we'll be here for probably 30 minutes. Yo, can you focus on me though? We'll be here probably 30 minutes to an hour. Essentially, I'll be honest, I'm like 35 years old and I still don't know how this puzzle works. So I believe when you find the first switch, it means that a switch next to it will have the second switch, like in some cardinal direction next to it. And then if you, so basically like if you find one in that middle area like that, it's like a 1 in 4 chance that you'll find the next correct switch. And if it's on like an edge, then there's like a smaller chance obviously that you'll find it. So that's kind of nice. Now I don't know like, so like here's the thing, these are the last 2 trash cans we have looked at. So does that mean both of these have a switch? No, it means only one of them does, and it's this one. And so I believe that means that the second one has to be either under this or this. It's only trash. We're going to be here for 6 years because this puzzle, again, maybe I'm not understanding it correctly, and I've never understood it correctly in my entire life, but to my knowledge, this is the only way to do it, is to press these buttons. Maybe there's some sort of auditory cue that tells you up, down, left, or right which way you're supposed to go. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you're just completely and utterly shafted, and so I always just go for it. I just start clicking until I can find something. And looks like we're gonna be, yep, corner again. So it's gotta be either right or down. Let's go down. He's done it! Look at that, easiest of my life. Let's take on Lieutenant Surge for having such a horrible gym design. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat now with your puny power. I'll tell you kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zap my enemies into paralysis. They'll do the same as I'll do to you, little boy. Alright, well we'll see Lieutenant Surge. We'll see if you even actually have electric type Pokemon. I doubt you do. You got to, you should have sucked it up. Oh, don't say that. We have a Paris to start things off. Intimidate. Get intimidated, son. We'll go into Panzer because Stun Spore is obnoxious, and in fact, I may even use this turn to heal the paralysis because I hate it, and the scratch doesn't scare me. Go for the Drill Peck this turn, and go ahead and plant that Paris back in the ground for me. I appreciate it. Your second Pokemon, bring them on, bring them on. The first Pokemon is level 21. A Relicanth. This would be a great time, my friends, to have a grass type. Maybe Olimar will join the team soon. I don't know. But for now, let's go into Savage and bring in the Relicanth. Get intimidated, son. Go for the high jump quake. What did I call it? High jump kick? I missed and I crashed. That's a poor situation because I'm now being rock tombed. Savage, if you miss this high jump kick, you will die. So just a little food for thought. Good job. Proud of you for landing that. And you take out the Relicanth. I cannot say that's perfect. You did a perfect job there, Savage. Good job. You're also going to go to level 23. That's essentially me giving you like a cookie as dessert. Actually, I mean, you ordered it yourself, but there you go. Is your final Pokemon, huh? Do you go into Panzer or do you go into Spork? Do you go for the Psychic type or do you go for the Flying? I like Panzer. I just like seeing Panzer on the screen. So let's go ahead and bring this beautiful steel bird out here and take on this level 24. We are under-leveled, but I'm not worried. Get out there, chop. It's not going to do that much. Look how strong Panzer is. Everybody give Panzer a round of applause, please. See what I did there? I went around. I used to have I had a professor in college who would do two weird clapping things all the time, and they were puns. If he said to give someone a round of applause, he would do this. And then he had another thing, if you did something good, he would say, I'm gonna mark it with the seal of approval. Little weird. He was an eccentric feller. Anyway, before we start talking about the glory days, Lieutenant Surge has been defeated. Now that's a shocker. You're the real deal, kid. Fine then, take the Thunder Badge. And $2,400 as well. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. TM34 is Shockwave. Teach it to an electric Pokemon. Alright, maybe I will, maybe I won't. You can't tell me what to do. Okay. So we have defeated the third gym. Now we have the ability to use Cut. So we can actually go through, I can't remember the name of the cave, but it's the cave that ends up leading to yours truly. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hello, Oaksade. I'm doing fine. Yes, what do you have? Alright, he wants me to go to Route 2. I will not be doing that. But thanks nonetheless. I think I defeated all the trainers on this route, so we can just skadoodle past these guys as we... Again, I never found any items down here, so I'm a little upset, but you know what? It's okay. Let's head over to the area we're supposed to go, at least as we can get you a little prime look. It's free real estate. We can get a little look at the area we're going to be headed to, which, first of all, I want to buy some more potions. Let's potion up real fast, just to make sure we are in the best situation possible. Oh wait, have potions been underneath Super Potion this whole time and I'm just blind? Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's the case. Let's buy 10 more, which should tide this over for a little bit. And I think we're good other than that. Do you sell full heals yet? No full heals yet. But the next area we're going to be headed to is whatever route is to this way of Cerulean City, where I believe we'll be able to get another encounter, so that's good. We're going to fight a lot of trainers, and then we are going to reach a Pokemon Center. What route is this? Route 9. So we're going to get a Route 9 encounter, I believe, unless we've already gotten a Route 9 encounter. Let me know. We'll head over to Route 9. We will defeat all of the trainers on this route. We will get ready to go through the cave, and honestly, I'm thinking we'll probably make a sacrifice before we go through the cave. I haven't decided completely yet. Like, we still have a decent amount of moves and stuff. We're probably fine. We can probably make it through the cave. I'm just a little scared if we reach a bunch of situations where we need this flying type and we're running out of drill pecks. But honestly, we're probably fine. So maybe we'll try to make it through the cave. And, you know, maybe once we reach, why can't I think of the name of the town? The town with the dead people. What's the town with the dead people? Indigo, Violet. What the heck's the name of that town? The town with the dead people. Why is my childhood failing me? Kanto region. What's the name of the town? Lavender Town. I actually didn't see it. I actually just remembered it. I promise. Lavender Town. Maybe we'll make our encounter in Lavender Town, or we'll make our sacrifice, I should say. It would make the most sense because it is, of course, the town of dead people. But those will all be decisions for tomorrow's, or Wednesday's episode, I should say. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'm feeling better on Wednesday, or hopefully I'm feeling better the next time I record this. But I will see you guys on Wednesday.